What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today, and today I have a retro model review for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. I have a little bit of explaining before we get started, so I'll do that, and then we'll be right into our retro model review on this American Airlines Boeing 707-320 by GeminiJets. So firstly, to begin, I did want to explain this because I know this was a little abrupt, so I apologize about that, but I really want to do some different things and kind of come back to some things as well, as you guys will be seeing right here. So as you guys may know, last winter and spring in 2021, I had a Wednesday video series, which was a bunch of model videos. This included retro model reviews, model comparisons, mold comparisons, and also fleet by types. The reason that I chose to discontinue this series was because I finally had some real life content that I was able to upload, and I don't want to necessarily use this as a factor, but it seems like it wasn't quite as engaged as some of my other content at the time, so I did decide to discontinue it. And just to complement that as well, there was unfortunately just so much going on, I didn't have time to, I don't want to say continue it, but I decided to put it on the back burner simply because of all the things going on. But as of late, I've really wanted to do some different things with my models. As you guys know, airport updates have been key as of late, and then unboxings and all that fun stuff. Model release videos now as well. So I've wanted to come back to some things and see how it would be interpreted, you know, a whole year later with the, you know, additional fans and all kinds of stuff like that. So I thought I would give this another try. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing retro model reviews, but I really wanted to give a couple of tries, so that's what we'll be doing today. Let me know what you guys think. I would really appreciate it. But today, we are jumping back into some model stuff with a retro model review on this American Airlines Boeing 707-320 by GeminiJets. So how I plan to format the retro model reviews going forward is what I'll do is I'll do a full review on the model, and then I'll also go into some detail about the American or whatever aircraft we will be reviewing that's a retro aircraft. So you'll be seeing some history on the American Airlines Boeing 707-320 in this video as well. But I'm sure you guys are tired of rambling. Let's get started with this video in the review of the American Airlines Boeing 707-320. Let's begin with the box. Alrighty, so here's the box, everybody. As you can tell, is an older style. This was an older GeminiJets release. At the top right here, we have this really cool kind of cinematic design with the limited edition die-cast model 1:400 scale. You have a picture of the aircraft right here. American Airlines Boeing 707-320 GeminiJets, the very iconic real metal sticker, the American Airlines logo, made for collectors by collectors, and this is produced under the license from the Boeing manufacturing company. 707s are among the trademarks owned by Boeing. Very nice right there. Painting over to the side of the box, as you can tell, we have the typical style at this time. Here's the top of the box. I'm not sure what the Bravo 1 was. I bought this, or 31 I should say. I bought this previously off eBay back in 2017, so about 5 years ago at this point, which is absolutely crazy to think about. Registration of the aircraft's November 8415. Here's the back of the box. One of the coolest things that GeminiJets did back in the day, as you guys may know, was they had a really cool back of the section box where they kind of detailed some of the specifications about the aircraft. So here's some of those. We'll go into a little bit more detail about that here in a bit, but really, really cool. Another picture of the aircraft as real as it gets, and all their, back in the day, which would have been their precision die-cast models, but nowadays, say what you wish. This is a 2002 release, which is absolutely crazy. You have the Made in China and also American Airlines trademark there on the bottom as well. In the pamphlet, which we'll also look at, we'll actually take a look at now. Here's the pamphlet, as you can see. Those specifications are there as well. I'll read those off for you guys here in a moment. It goes into a little bit of detail about the Boeing 707-320, which was quite an aircraft back in the day for sure. Absolutely crazy. Delivered all the way back in 1968 to American Airlines, and here is the pamphlet inside. With the plastic cradle and that little plastic piece right there as well, and a really cool banner, as real as it gets detailed, made for collectors by collectors. Very cool box, looks really, really good, and let's transition into the model. Alrighty, everybody, and here's the American Airlines Boeing 707-320 by GeminiJets. The 707 is such a cool plane, and we'll talk about it here more in a moment as well, but the 707, what an aircraft it is. Absolutely state of the art, such a cool aircraft, especially for the time. Absolutely incredible, and what a change in aviation we had with the Boeing 707, pardon me. Let's get into the details of this American Airlines example. Alrighty, beginning up here with the nose, as you can tell, we have the nose cone, which is really solid on this mold by GeminiJets. We have the Acer jet titles, which is pretty interesting considering this is the chrome lid. If anybody knows what's that, Alrighty everybody, beginning up here with the front of the aircraft, we have the cockpit windows right here and the nose cone looking really good. Then we have the Astrojet titles, which was pretty interesting considering this is a chrome livery. I'm not sure the details on this. If anybody knows, please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Then right here we have the L1 boarding door as well, and then we have the nose landing gear. Really good job here at the time in 2002. 20 years ago on the dot. Absolutely crazy at the time of filming, of course. Then we have the American Airlines billboard titles right here as well, along with the cargo bay door. These eventually, I believe, got turned into freighters, if I'm not mistaken, for American Airlines cargo, so I believe that's why that's there. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but some of the cargo ones go really cheap on eBay, so if you're interested in one of these, I would recommend getting the cargo because they're findable. Here's the passenger windows as well. You'll have your first class throughout here, and I think he had some business back in this day. Not completely sure. Hopefully I may find something in the history, but really nice right there. And then of course you had going into the economy section of the airplane as well. Into the middle of the aircraft, of course, you have your two emergency exits with 3 windows in between, which is quite lengthy considering most aircraft nowadays is only 1, some of them are 2, which is very impressive to say the least right there, very impressive. Here's the leading edge of the wing right here that looks really good in this detail as well. And then you have the very simple engines right here. I believe these are Pratt & Whitney GT3D7s, which is quite an interesting variation. We have 4 of those on this aircraft. Nowadays, this would not fly, but hey, it's all good. Glad to have it back in the day. Absolutely revolutionary. Really, really cool right there. That'll take us to the edge of the wing right here. No winglet, of course, on 707. And then, of course, you have the wing detail as well with some speed brakes and all that fun stuff as well, with some really good detail there on the trailing edge of the wing. Into the back of the aircraft, of course, we have more economy seats, and then we have this emergency exit, which is really cool. I think it was really nicely placed. It's kind of unique to the 707, so that's pretty darn cool as well. That will pan us into the back of the aircraft where, of course, you have the L2 door, and then you have the registration November 8415. Following that, of course, you have the American Airlines tail right here, which looks really good. It's some sort of different tint. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that, but regardless, it's a pretty cool feature of the aircraft nevertheless. And of course, you have your horizontal stabilizers as well in this airplane. Taking a look at the left side of the aircraft, and of course, you have this really cool door right here for the R1. Then you have the luggage door right here as well, which will pan us into the back of the aircraft where you have another luggage door, and I'm assuming this one is some sort of maybe compartment slash panel, something along those lines. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but nevertheless, it looks pretty good no matter what. And then, of course, you have the U.S. flag right there. One of the really cool components of the 707 is this stem on the tail as well, which is really, really cool. Taking a look at the top of the aircraft, as you can tell, it looks absolutely stunning from the top. Really good detail and overall really good for the time frame of 2002. It's a retro model after all, isn't it? And then as we can tell on the bottom of the aircraft, you have the older GeminiJets logo in the navy and whitish font. Along with that, you have some very simple landing gear. Here's a better look at the main landing gears. Very simple, but very, very good, and not much height to them. This aircraft sits very low to the ground, and a little bit more detail down here, but overall for 2002 and real metal, what an absolutely stunning aircraft. Absolutely beautiful aircraft. I thought I would give you guys some details before we go into the history. So of course, this is a Boeing 707-323 in the American Airlines livery. The construction number of this particular airframe was 20087. The line number was 724. The registration once again was November 8415. The engines are the Pratt & Whitney GT3D7s, and the first flight of this aircraft was on the 20th of June of 1968, with the delivery date of this aircraft on a nice summer day on the 5th of July of 1968. The day after the 4th of July. What a beautiful aircraft, super, super nice. Really glad to have this one in the collection. It is such a beautiful airplane. And with all that being said, let's learn a little bit about the 707 and how it was utilized with American Airlines. Let's transition into the second part of the video. The Boeing 707 had quite a significant impact on American Airlines, to say the least. American Airlines began operating the Boeing 707 on January 25, 1959, with the first flight from Los Angeles International Airport to New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport. American Airlines mainly used the Boeing 707-120 examples, but also had some Boeing 707-320s like the one we reviewed today from GeminiJets. The Boeing 707 became a pivotal part of American Airlines' transcontinental network, innovating the aviation industry tremendously. From turbofan engines to incredible range, the Boeing 707 benefited American Airlines in various ways. You would find American Airlines Boeing 707s all across the United States flying a variety of routes through American Airlines' hubs. In the 1970s, American Airlines rebranded the Boeing 707 to fit their luxury liner style, just like their other high-end aircrafts like the DC-10 and Boeing 747s. After an amazing 20-year run, American Airlines retired their last Boeing 707 in 1981. The American Airlines Boeing 707 influenced the progression of American Airlines fleet in many positive ways and brought the modern jet era to where we are today. Once again, guys, I want to apologize. I'm sorry there wasn't a whole lot I could find for this. It was kind of tough to find information. So for anybody that has information about retro aviation history, please let me know. I'd love to find timelines and kind of different things. I know there was a few different American 707. There was an incident with the unfortunate crash, and there were some different things too. But I'm looking for more generic history, if you guys understand. But yeah, that incident, I think it was 1962, was very unfortunate. And, you know, there's various other things, pardon me. So let me know if you guys would rather me unscript the history or just kind of go off some things I see on the internet and kind of script it like I did for today's video. Let me know what you guys would rather see in the comments. But anyways, back to the video. Alrighty, everybody, with all that being said, that will do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. The American Airlines Boeing 707 is such an amazing aircraft, and I'm so glad to have it in the collection. What a great model by GeminiJets. Highly recommend this one if you can find it, even though it is pretty rare nowadays, but still, I would definitely recommend it if somehow you can come across it. But nevertheless, that will do for today's retro model review. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me some feedback. I would really appreciate it. I would love to hear what you guys think, and I would really, really appreciate it. So with all that being said, that will do for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.